Hi, so this is the continuation of the 48-hour readathon vlog. Yes. So, I have since finished Local Woman Missing. Let me read you my review for it. Trigger warnings for abusive relationship, animal death, attempted murder, car accident, cheating, child abuse, death, depression, hallucinations, kidnapping, mentioned miscarriage, and mentioned suicide. In the end, I gave it 2.75 stars, which was a bit of a pity because I mentioned that I was liking the book all the way until I think towards the end when it started to become a bit ridiculous. I'm trying to think of how to say it without making it a spoiler. Okay, I put a spoiler warning here, but I don't think it's going to be that much of a spoiler. It's just that this character suddenly became so unlike themselves as like how they were from the front part of the book. I couldn't really believe it because I don't know, how does somebody change so quickly, you know? I thought it was quite sudden, so the logic wasn't really there for me, so I couldn't really believe it. But it was still a very intriguing read, so it's just a matter of me not liking the twists in a sense. Yeah, so in the end I gave it 2.75 stars, but I really thought that the front was quite good because I was very intrigued in this mystery of what happened to Delilah and the mother Meredith. Might give this author a try in future depending on my mood and stuff and what kind of books she releases in future, but yes, the prompts that I cleared for the bingo. So I managed to clear for reading prompts, the poll prompt, the 2021 release prompt, and S's on the cover because we already have 2 over here, and then we have S from best selling, we have S from vanish, and we have S from returns. So yes, many S's. So that would have gotten me 1 bingo down and 1 bingo across. And as for non-reading prompts, I cleared join sprints again, joined the 48-hour readathon again, and guilt-free activity because I finished tomorrow. I think I wrapped it up already, and then I also started on a new drama. So if you're interested, the drama that I am watching now is actually this drama called To Fly With You. It's a sports drama. It's about skating, so like figure skating, short speed skating, and it's a sea drama. And the guy is so handsome, oh my gosh. He's called Wang Anyu, so I'll put a picture of him there. And oh my gosh, he's only 1998. Yeah, so I've only watched his one other show, which is Forever Love, and I really hope he acts in more shows because he's such a good actor and he's such a handsome actor also. So yeah. And learning about figure skating and short speed skating is also very interesting. The only other drama that I've watched with a similar theme is Skate Into Love, which also had short speed skating and I think it's ice hockey if I remember correctly. So I'm just really enjoying this drama so far, and as always I'll continue to update. What am I reading now? I have moved on to Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. I can clear 1 more bingo with the book about books prompt. So yes, and I'm listening to the audiobook as I'm reading this, and the audiobook is so good. It's narrated by Ari Fliakos. Oh my god, I'm so sorry if I butchered that. But yeah, his voice is so good and I feel like he's portraying this main character really well. So what is this book about? Let me just read you the blurb at the back. The Great Recession has shuffled Clay Jenner away from life as a San Francisco web design drone and into the aisles of Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore. But after a few days on the job, Clay discovers that the store is more curious than either its name or its gnomic owner might suggest. The customers are few and they never seem to buy anything. Instead, they check out large obscure volumes from strange corners of the store. Suspicious, Clay engineers an analysis of the clientele's behavior, seeking help from his variously talented friends. But when they bring their findings to Mr. Penumbra, they discover the bookstore's secrets extend far beyond its walls. So right now, I am only 48 pages in, and so far we're just seeing him navigate his way through the bookstore as a clerk and discovering more of the bookstore's secrets. And oh my gosh, I mentioned before, right, I love books about books, so I'm really loving the atmosphere already, and the audiobook is so good also, so I have high hopes for this one.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
Please don't disappoint me. But yeah, apparently this one does glow in the dark. And I guess I'll just continue updating. Oh, I also want to finish Juniper and Thorn before June 21st. I only have a few days left, but I feel like I can finish this in like a few days. because it's only 301 pages and this is less than 300 pages. So I'm trying to put more pressure on myself by finishing this first and then finishing Juniper and Thorn. I haven't started on it yet. I'm still on the first page, I think. So yes, please pray for me that I can finish it in time and then I can post my review on Bookstagram. And yeah, so let's just continue with the vlog and hopefully again it is more interesting than the previous one. Yeah, although the previous one is gonna be hard to beat because it's the 48-hour one, which I did more things for. Yeah, okay, anyway, I'll update you again. Wow, it's so big, oh my gosh, it is so big. Look at how big, what the heck? Hi, it has been a few hours since my update. I have gotten to page 82 of Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore. So you know how I was saying that I really enjoyed it, and then I don't know, it has slightly gone downhill a bit the more I read because we meet this character called Cat. And our main character, Clay, is kind of obsessed with her. Not exactly obsessed, but he has a thing for her, so he's trying to get close to her, things like that. And I don't know, I don't really care for cats and I don't really care for the romance in this. I'm mainly here for the bookstore only. But I guess it helps to further the plot a little bit because they're trying to figure out what's exactly going on at Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore. But yeah, I just don't really care for cats. So there's this particular party scene that I was just, why? What was the point? I do not care. Why am I reading about this? But yeah, it's fine. We are finally back on track with the bookstore plot and I'm just vibing and here for it. And yeah, hopefully it's still an enjoyable read. I really hope so. The reason why I came on here is to actually do some unboxings because I received this package in the mail today. I also have this tiny package that I got the other day. So I was thinking that I can unbox both of them together. I think you would have seen me unbox this. You can see the water level, right? Yeah, so I'm so proud of myself because I have drank one whole bottle today and I am like here now for the second bottle, which means I can officially cross off that bingo for complete a personal goal because my personal goal was to drink a lot of water and I think this will help me to keep track of it more easily. So my goal is to drink at least one every day. It might seem too little for some of you, but that's my goal because this is 1 liter. And if you know me, I don't really drink a lot of water. I can survive the whole day with just drinking a tiny amount of water because normally I drink other things that are not water. If not, I just don't drink at all, which is not good for my health. Very good progress being made. And yeah, I'm just gonna cross it off the next time I finish a book. And this is common sense, but with drinking so much water, I've been going to the washroom so often today. And it's not something that I enjoy, but I guess for the sake of my health, it's good to get better digestive system and just drink more water. So if you haven't drank your water today, go drink some now. This is your water hydration reminder. So yeah, without further ado, let's start with the unboxing. I know what these two are and I'm very sad because with these two, that means my 6/6 sale buys have come to an end, so I have nothing else to look forward to anymore. But it's okay, it's fine. There will always be another sale that I will be trapped into buying. So yes, let's start. Okay, I hope you can hear me. And please ignore this line. I know it's ugly, but it's fine. I know what this is, but I'm very scared that I will cut it. Oh, it's here. Okay, let's try. Yeah. Okay. Ta-da! Oh my god. No! Okay, so now I have excess of this. So basically what this is the camera covers that I got to cover my webcam. I didn't realize one is... How many did I buy? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know why, but I think I got 2 pieces, but 6 came instead. Huh? This is weird because I checked my order and I'm correct. So I got 2 pieces, but 6 came. I mean, I'm not complaining because it's a free gift. So thank you very much. And they also gave me wipes, professional screen cleaning paper to remove excess dirt. So one is the wet one and one is the dry one. So yeah, quite exciting. I'm going to put this on my laptop cover. Still thinking whether or not I should put one for my phone. The camera is here, but yeah, we shall see. I have an excess now. I have to make sure I don't lose this though, because I'm pretty sure I had extra but I lost it, so I bought a new one. So yeah, I have to hold on to this. Okay, now for the exciting package. I'm very excited because look, you can see the Korean words, right? But this just says Triguk Juri. I cannot pronounce this one very well, but yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. It just means handle with care. And let's open it together. I'm so excited. Ah! Okay, let's open it together. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Ooh. Okay. We can unbox this together. It's this side. Ow! Okay, can it come out? No, okay, let's cut it a little bit more. It's very well protected, by the way. There's like bubble wrap inside. Okay. Oh my gosh, what's this so difficult to take out? Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, this is so violent, but oh my gosh, yes, it's coming out, okay. Oh my god, wait, what is this? Oh my gosh, it comes with free gifts? And it's a hardcover, everybody. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay. Oh. Okay, so from what I see here, there is a small envelope. There are some stickers, and let's slowly unbox this. Can you guess what it is just by looking at this? Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god. It's only 12,000 won in Korea. What the heck? 1, 2 SGD, 12,000. Oh my gosh, it's literally $13 in Korean dollars, but I got it for a very expensive price, but I can understand because it's shipping to here. But oh my gosh, this just motivates me to want to go to Korea and buy books. But okay, never mind. Let's continue. Okay. Oh my gosh, I just tore it, but okay, never mind. Okay, let's pour it out and look at it together. So first thing I see, this pink envelope. I have a special voucher code. Oh my, I have no idea what this voucher is exactly, but we shall find out if I intend on buying another one. And then we have 2 bookmarks. Oh my gosh. Okay, so first we have this green one. It says Book of the Month, Kyobo Mungo. Oh, that's what the Munjang Sujit was about. I think, I have no idea, but it looks like a title of some sort. And then what does this say? 저 별들 좀 봐. 하늘에 그림을 그려놓은 것 같아. 별들이 꽃 달콤한 별 사탕처럼 생겼다. 별? Star and sugar and something. 하늘에 그림을 그려놓은 것 같아. Ah, okay, so it's something like the sky looks like it's been painted or something like that. 별들이 꽃 달콤한. The stars look just like sweet star candy. Okay, there's this thing at the bottom that I have no idea what it says. 흔한남매 원작. Oh, I think this is a quote, a book quote, and then this is the person who originally said it. Okay, then the next one is this pink color one. It's slightly longer. 2022년이 비록 코로나19 팬데믹의 여파로 병든 듯하서늘이 컸더라도 호기가 오면 호랑이처럼 그 기회를 개빠르게 옮겨줄 수 있기를 희망한다. Oh my god, my pronunciation is so bad. I'm so sorry. 바로 in the aftermath 병든 듯하소 느릿느릿 걷더라도 even if I walk a little slowly as if I was sick in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic 호기가 오면 when the breath comes 호랑이처럼 그 기회를 재빠르게 okay, so even if I walk a little slowly as if after the aftermath of COVID-19, I think when some opportunity comes, I'll be as quick as a tiger and grab onto it. That's what I wish for, something like that. Yeah, okay. And then we have this envelope, which I have no idea what it is. It's a postcard! What the heck? It's so pretty! Wow! 안녕 제주 하늘 빛에 물든 바다. Oh my gosh! 제주 바다 제주 섬 푸른 바닥에 혼자 없어. Yeah. Oh my god! Oh my god, this shop is amazing! What the heck? I am definitely going to treasure everything that they have given me. Oh my gosh, oh, this is so beautiful. Suddenly I don't mind that it was more expensive. The whole service was very good also because when I haven't even shown you the book yet, but I originally bought it for this edition, but they came to say that the publishers have actually changed the edition into a brighter cover. Later I'll put the cover there. And so I was saying like, oh no, is it you don't have the old ones anymore because I preferred the older one. And then they were like, oh, if you want we can try and find it. And in the end they were like, oh, we managed to find it, so I'll just send that to you instead. And then they kept updating like, oh, because for example that day was the Korean national holiday, nobody's working, so it'll be slightly delayed, and then they will update whenever the book reaches somewhere. And the service is just so good, so I'm very very tempted to buy more books from them, see how my reading experience goes, because this is the Korean language novel I was talking to you about. But yeah, so I'm very excited because even though it's slightly expensive, once in a while as a treat to myself and to maintain my Korean language skills, I guess it's worth it. But yeah, okay, so let me show you the two stickers. Monday to Sunday holiday, and then you have it in Korean. You have these stickers for ticks and stars, then you have a cat and a tiger. Yeah, super cute. And then the last sticker that we have over here is very cartoony, very cute. Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, so finally the book that I got. Okay, let's show it to you. 1, 2, 3. It's Almond in Korean. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, the publishers are Changbi Publishers. Let's open it up, okay? I'm sorry, I was too lazy to slowly peel. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I just touched it and oh my god. Oh my god, it's so pretty. This is the author, Son Won-pyong. Oh my gosh. And it's a cute little hardback. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. As I was saying, I'll put the original book here and then the updated cover here. And even if you like the new one, you can let me know, but I still prefer this one because it's just the one that I've been staring at for so long. And I didn't really like the brighter colors because it's kind of a sad story. So yeah, I went for this one. Okay, let's continue looking at the book. Let's open it up together. Let's look at the naked cover. Yo! What the heck? Do you see that? Yo, what the heck? So you have almond again, almond, and then the authors Son Won-pyong, Chang Pyeon So-sol. And what the heck? I am so in awe. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, let's slowly. Then this is what the spine looks like. Wow, what the heck? Oh my gosh, and it's all dark here for the clothes also. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, the end papers. Oh my god, this is so pretty! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Tan AK. Look at this. What the heck? What? Oh my god. I cannot. Prologue. Prologue. Okay. This is chapter 1. What's this? I found this inside. I think it's advertising their different books, I believe. Oh my god. This is definitely my most prized possession now. It might be on par with my Crooked Kingdom and Six of Crows collector editions. Oh my god, what the heck? What the heck? This is so pretty. Oh. Okay, I need to calm down. Let's talk about why I decided to buy this in Korean, okay? So I think you might know, if not, this might be new information, but I am minoring in Korean language in my university and I have finished my minor requirements. So my minor requirement is to take Korean 1 all the way up to Korean 6 for those who haven't had prior experience with Korean before. And so that's the route that I took and I finished that already. So I was a bit worried because what happens now after that I've finished taking Korean classes? My current level is obviously going to decline if I don't maintain it in some form. So I connected my love for reading and Korean language in the form of this, which is a Korean language novel. So I have always wanted to read Almond and I know that it was translated. So I was thinking, why not try reading the Korean version? And I definitely am going to take my time with this and I'm definitely going to do a dedicated reading vlog for this because it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at this. And it's definitely going to be a difficult thing for me because my level is definitely not here. I don't think so because I haven't tried reading anything in Korean before except for the passages that I've read in Korean class. So it's going to be tough, it's going to be a long journey, but we shall do it slowly. I was thinking if I should borrow the English translated version and read it alongside, or I should just dive straight into this and annotate and everything. Like, I'm definitely gonna annotate either way. I was just thinking how I should best approach this so that my reading experience is not compromised by the language, but also I am learning the Korean language at the same time. So I'm gonna think about it. If you have any suggestions or any preferences, you can let me know also. But yeah, I definitely am very tempted to buy more Korean language novels now. Look at the beauty of this. Oh my gosh, and all the free gifts from this. I'm gonna find a way to leave a link to their shop in the description box below because look at the effort, man. Oh my gosh. I am now going to go leave them a very positive review. Should I tell you what Almond is about? Yes, I should, right? Almond. This story is in short about a monster meeting another monster. One of the monsters is me. Yoonjae was born with a brain condition called alexithymia that makes it hard for him to feel emotions like fear or anger. He does not have friends. The two almond-shaped neurons located deep in his brain have seen to that, but his devoted mother and grandmother aren't fazed by his condition. Their little home above his mother's used bookstore is decorated with colourful post-it notes that remind him when to smile, when to say thank you, and when to laugh. Yoonjae grows up content, even happy with his small family in this quiet, peaceful space. Then on Christmas Eve, Yoonjae's 16th birthday, everything changes. A shocking act of random violence shatters his world, leaving him alone and on his own. Struggling to cope with his loss, Yoonjae retreats into silent isolation until troubled teenager Gon arrives at his school and begins to bully Yoonjae. Against all odds, tormentor and victim learn they have more in common than they realized. Gon is stumped by Yoonjae's impassive calm, while Yoonjae thinks if he gets to know the hot-headed Gon, he might learn how to experience true feelings. Drawn by curiosity, the two strike up a surprising friendship. As Yoonjae begins to open his life to new people, including a girl at school, something slowly changes inside him. And when Gon suddenly finds his life in danger, it is Yoonjae who will step outside of every comfort zone he has created to perhaps become a most unlikely hero. Very excited to get to this in future, and I will just continue updating you for this reading vlog. I'd like to say that they have this bookmark thingy. Oh my gosh, this book is just amazing, man. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
2 days later.
Good morning. I think actually it's the afternoon now. Yeah, good afternoon. So it has been a few days since my last update, I think. So yesterday was my sister's birthday and we had a lot of fun. We went to eat Hai Di Lao hot pot for lunch. Then we walked around the mall. We looked at spectacles and I briefly popped into the Times bookstore to see if there was anything I wanted to get because I had this $5 off voucher but minimum spending of $30, which meant that I would have to at least pay $25. So although there was the new translated to English book of the I Want to Die but I Want to Eat Tteokbokki memoir, I think, I held on and persisted and didn't get anything. Yeah, because I don't think I should be spending money on books at the moment. I think I'll just get it from the library someday. And then what did we do? We went to another mall to get a free gift that my mom had to redeem, and then we went home, and by the time we reached home it was like I think 5+6. Yeah. Oh, the Hai Di Lao service was great as usual. We ate for quite long and the waiter was very nice also, even though we were a bit loud, a bit embarrassing, a bit troublesome, things like that. When we came home, we had our dinner, then we sang a bit of karaoke, then we played mahjong, then we cut the cake, and I gave her her present and things like that. So I was very exhausted yesterday. I didn't really have time to come and update you. I wanted to update you before we left the house, but it was too rushed also. So yeah, yesterday in the morning before we left the house, I actually finished Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore by Sloan. And I'll just give you a moment to try to guess what my final thoughts on it were while I try to find the bingo prompt. Are you ready? Okay, so in the end, I gave it 1.75 stars. This was quite disappointing, but okay, I wasn't really expecting much from it. It was just the initial hype that I had from all the bookstore vibes, but it quickly wore off and things quickly went downhill. Okay, so let's talk about the things that I enjoyed about this first. I mentioned I enjoyed the bookstore vibes at the start when Clay Jenner was still familiarizing himself with being a clerk in a bookstore, about the night shift, about what he does, about the bookstore vibes. Everything about that was 100% super good. And then we started getting introduced to his friends who are all very good and succeeding in their lives. Like Kat is from Google. I can't remember what she does, but she's a Googler. I can't remember that term, but okay, anyway. He has another friend called Neil. His oldest friend is Neil, and then he has known him for a very long time. He's now like this company owner or something like that. It's very weird. Neil's business is about something about boop physics in video games or some simulation kind of thing. I don't really have the exact name for it, but it was along the lines of that, and I found that so weird to have. Because of that, the amount of times boobs are referenced to in this book is it just rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I'm all for boob supremacy. I don't know what's the word for it, but it just felt weird the way that it was written, and the fact that it was written by a guy. I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, okay, anyway. When I came into this, I thought it would be a lot more of bookstore vibes and about the books, but it was more about this mystery of what was behind this bookstore. And Clay and his friends and Penumbra, they were just trying to solve this mystery. There was a lot of talk about academic stuff also, because Clay he has experience with web design and advertising, marketing, that kind of thing, or coding for a website or something like that. So there's a lot of talk about that. There's a lot of talk about, I think, coding, because Kat is some coding related job in Google. So all that was kind of interesting, but it quickly wore off also. So it's another academic book that I didn't really vibe with. As I mentioned before, I think I don't really care for the romance between Clay and Kat. I really don't care. The mystery, I was just mad with it also. So honestly, I would have DNF'd this book if not for the fact that I need this book to clear the bingo prompt, and I don't want to have to DNF this and then start over again with another book about books, you know. So I would have DNF'd, and I should have DNF'd, but I've persisted through just to see what the end of the mystery was anyway. And safe to say, it was a very unsatisfying read. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, I gave it 1.75 stars, and I will be unhauling this definitely. So with the reading prompts for Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore, I cleared Book About Books, which got me a diagonal bingo. And then I also cleared Academia Team because of all the academic stuff that I mentioned earlier, as well as complete a personal goal because, as I mentioned, I've been drinking a lot of water with my new water bottle. This is my bottle with the timings and everything. So pretty, right? And then I love this gold cap and the black. So pretty. For non-reading prompts, I cleared guilt-free activity because I finished the C-drama To Fly With You, and oh my gosh, it's so cute. I gave it 4 stars in the end because it's good, but it didn't really make me gush about it a lot in a sense, so I gave it 4 stars, which is still a good rating. And the guy is so handsome. I hope he acts in more dramas because it's so cute, and I found that their relationship was very healthy also, like between the two main leads, because they didn't really have miscommunication because they were both athletes and they understood each other, how busy they were, and then even though they were both very busy, they were very understanding of each other and they didn't really fight, and I love that so much. That's how a healthy relationship should be, you know. They just rooted for each other with their dreams and then they just cheer each other on, and I just found that so cute. The second male and female leads relationship was very cute also because, I don't know, the story is very cute, and then there's a bit of angst in the middle also, and it's so cute. And the whole competition aspect of figure skating and short speed track skating, I think that's what the name is called, is very exciting to watch also. The end was they had this competition, and I didn't really like that they didn't emphasize more on this particular character's sacrifice, like this teammate sacrifice. She went through a whole character development phase in the 33 episodes, and I felt like, I don't know, they should have acknowledged it more, but yeah, it was still very good, very wholesome. Yes, so I cleared that prompt, and now I'm watching this K-drama called The Guest. I just finished the first episode. I think it's called Hand the Guest or something like that. Oh my god, it's so creepy. It's horror, and it's about this, I think, ghost of this person that committed suicide by the sea, the East Sea, and then now that ghost has come back and started to possess people, and when he possesses people, they become very evil, they kill people, and it's very horror vibes, like horrific, and it's very, oh my gosh, I find it super creepy, the acting and everything, and it's just the first episode, so yeah, high hopes for that one. Oh my gosh, I forgot, I also cleared the under 300 pages reading prompt. Yes, the Book About Books one got me a diagonal and a vertical bingo, so 2 bingos, and I have moved on to Juniper and Thorn, as I mentioned. Oh my gosh, time is a bit tight now because it is 18 June, the release date is 21st June, and I am at page 50 out of 300, I think. Hoping I can do this. Stress is good for me to finish books faster, but yeah. And so far, it took me some time to get used to the fantasy element because I've been reading contemporary and romance also, so it's a bit difficult, but I think I'm kind of into it now. So this one, I think I've read to you the synopsis before, but initial thoughts on it is, it gives me very magical realism, horror vibes, gothic vibes, but I don't think there's magical realism, it's just fantasy. It's interesting to learn about the monsters in their world and things like that, and also about this, I think it's a budding romance between the two main male and female characters. But I just found it a little bit weird that there's a lot of references to, I don't know if it's influenced by Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore, but I'm just highly attuned to the fact that they also mention a lot of boobs and breasts and things like that. I don't know. For example, there was this particular monster that can grant you any wish for the price of the milk from your breast or things like that. And there's also descriptions of how she held this necklace between her breasts or something like that. And I was just like, oh, okay. I think it might be normal. It's just maybe under the influence of Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore. But yeah, I just find it a bit weird also for this one. But other than that, the vibes of this are amazing, and hopefully this will be a good read at the end, towards the end, because I'm only at 50 pages in, right? I don't know what to say for sure, but yeah. Second last update is, today has been a very busy day for me also because we're going out at night, evening kind of timing. I just finished washing the clothes and drying my clothes. I hopefully can have more time to edit my video for the 48-hour readathon video, and I also wanted to have more time to read this, and I also need to go out in the afternoon to buy my concession pass because I will need it for work. So yeah, a lot of things to do and get done, but hopefully it's a productive day. And okay, last update is that I went to the library on Thursday. I think I would have shown you a picture, if not a picture now, that I went to watch Jurassic World. I think Jurassic something with my family. The movie was fine. It's just dinosaurs and humans existing together, and the same problem arises again, but I found it a bit normal. The more that they produce movies of that series, the more I'm losing interest in it because the story just kind of repeats itself. But I mean, I can understand why they continue to produce movies because it's dinosaurs. People want to watch dinosaurs running around on the screen. Before we went for the movie, which is why I brought it on in the first place, I went to the library and there's this whole story, okay, because I went into the library 30 minutes before it was set to close. So I was rushing, trying to find the books that I wanted, and then I forgot that I wanted to borrow this book, and I'm so heartpain because it's still in the library now. But it's fine, I'll read it another day, I'll borrow it another day. And then this book that I wanted, I need to read The Vanishing Stair this month. Technically, I don't need to read it anymore because the prompts that it can cover have already been covered by other books. But yeah, it got borrowed away. Even though I checked it in the morning, it was still there. So somebody was faster than me. So I was like, oh my god, no. But it's okay, I'll just read the ebook. But okay, in the end, I managed to borrow 3 books totally unrelated to my TBR for this month, but maybe for next month. And also very thankful to the librarian for finding 2 out of 3 for me because I'm blind and I cannot find the books. I also don't know why. I think I was very stressed because the library was going to close and then I couldn't focus, I couldn't take my time and slowly look through. So I thought it was faster to just seek help from the librarian, who was very helpful. I think it's a volunteer or a librarian, I can't tell. But she was very helpful, and then she just helped me find it super quickly also, so super thankful to her for that. So the books are, the first one is 17A Kyung Sik Road. This is Singlit. I'm very happy to finally have my hands on this and start reading it. I actually saw this on Bookstagram quite recently from different creators, so they made me intrigued and want to pick this up also. So yeah, this is a personal story. I think I'll read you the book descriptions in a specific video in future that I want to do. But yeah, so there was this, and then the next one is Almond. So you would have seen that I bought the Korean version of Almond, and then I noticed that they had the English version also. So I think I'm going to read either both simultaneously, or this one then the Korean one, just to see whether it would help with reading the Korean one. The last one, I'm so excited, is 1,000 Steps into Night. It's one of my anticipated reads for this year, and this one is by Tracy Chi, who I have talked about in the mid-year book freakout tag, which I think will go up before this one. So this is YA fantasy standalone, and I'm just very excited to get to it because I can't believe that the library has it so quickly. But yeah, so these are my 3 library book hauls. So okay, I'm gonna stop this very long update now. Bye! Hello! Okay, so if you're watching this clip, it means that the video is too long and I decided to break it up into another part 1, part 2 kind of thing and split the vlog up essentially because the length is getting too long. I'm too talkative, so yeah. And I won't know what point I'll decide to cut the vlog off because I'm just filming this just in case. But if I do, here's my current progress for whateverthon so far. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.